Tonight, for the pleasure of Srila Gurudev and all the assembled devotees, our senior sannyasis, all of our guests, and all of our dear God brothers and God sisters, tonight we are presenting a drama of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu when Lord Caitanya Mahaprabhu is rescued from the sea. So please kindly forgive us for any mistakes and faults and bless us that we may please Srila Gurudev by this humble offering at his lotus feet, and that by his mercy we may all remember Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu.
Jayo Jayo Sri Caitanya Jayo Nityananda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
All glories to Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. All glories to Lord Nityananda. All glories to Sri Advaita Acharya. And all glories to all the devotees of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Haribo! I, Krishna Das, offer my respectful obeisances unto Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu. And to Lord Nityananda, who are like the sun and the moon. They have arisen simultaneously on the horizon of Goda. They came to dissipate the darkness of ignorance and so wonderfully bestow benedictions upon all. Ei mate mate Mahaprabhu nila challe vaise na trividne Krishna vichetara na bevase. While living in Jagannath Puri, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu floated all day and night in an ocean of separation from Krishna. If Ananta, with his 1,000 hoods, tried to describe even one day's pastimes of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he would find it impossible to fully describe them. Ecstatic love of Krishna makes Krishna and his devotees dance, and love itself dances. Endless waves arise, moment after moment, in that ocean of love. If an ordinary living entity describes the pastimes of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he purifies himself by touching one drop of that ocean. Jayo Jayo Sri Caitanya Jayo Nityananda.
Jaya Sri Caitanya Jaya Nityananda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jayo Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Advaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
During a night of an autumn season, when a full moon brightened everything, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu wandered all night with his devotees. He sometimes ran here and there in the madness of ecstasy, and sometimes he fell unconscious.
My dear Swarup Damodar, please recite another verse from Srimad Bhagavatam. Drishtva kumudvantam akandamandalam.
Lord Sri Krishna saw the unbroken disk of the full moon glowing with the red effulgence of newly applied vermilion. He saw that moon as if it were the face of the goddess of fortune.
Ramanabham Navakumkumarunam.
He saw the kumud lotuses blossoming in response to the moon's presence, and the whole forest was illuminated by its gentle rays.
Vanam chatatkamala ghoviranjita.
And thus the Lord began to play so sweetly on his flute.
Jagokalambama disham manoharam.
Attracting the minds of the beautiful-eyed gopis.
When Krishna took the flute, he began playing a very sweet tune. What was that tune? It is written as Kling, the seed mantra. All of the gopis thought Krishna was calling her. Hey Lalite, hey Vishake, hey Radhe. All of the gopis were thinking, Krishna is only calling me, no one else. The sound of the flute entered into the hearts of the gopis, and like a thief, took those hearts and brought them back to Krishna. The gopis followed that sound of the flute and slowly went towards the direction of Lord Krishna, thinking, I am coming to you alone to get my heart back. Bhavaveshe Swarupe. Hey Swarup, my ears are dying of thirst. Please sing something more to quench them. Nishamya Geetam Tadanangamangalam. When the women of Vrindavan heard Krishna's flute song, which arouses their love for him, their minds were completely captivated. They went to where he wanted, each unknown to the other, moving so quickly that their earrings swung back and forth. Charmed and seemingly mad, the gopis came to Krishna, who smiled and said, Oh, my dear gopis, you are very high-class devotees.
And I know that you have come to see the beautiful Vrindavan scenery. You've especially come to see me, for I am the supreme personality of Godhead. Now that you have seen me, the beautiful Yamuna, the forest, and everything else, you should now return to your homes and serve your husbands. This is the Vedic Dharma.
Oh, Gurudev, namaskar to you. You are our Gurudev. Shastra states that before worshipping anyone else, one must worship Gurudev.
Yes, you should accept our worship, and then we will worship our husbands, Bhagavan Narayan, and anyone else. If you do not accept our worship, you are breaking the rules of Dharma and will be responsible for all the reactions. If we offer our service and you do not accept our worship, you will be guilty and bound to suffer.
Hearing all the replies of the gopis, Krishna became speechless. They then began to sing and dance in ras.
Shama Chanda he Shama Chakori, badi sundar hai dono ki jodi. Badi Shama hai Chanda Chakori, badi sundar hai dono ki jodi. Shama Rasiya hai Radha Rasili, Shama Chanchal hai राधा शर्मीली. श्याम रसिया है राधा रसीली, श्याम चंचल है राधा शर्मीली. श्याम चंचल है राधा शर्मीली, श्याम चंचल है राधा शर्मीली.
Thus, all the verses describing the Rasa Leela were recited. Then Swarup Damodar began reciting Sri Krishna's water pastimes.
Yuvatibi Parishishyamana Premne Kshita Prahasati Viritastatogna Vaimanikai Kusumavarshi Virityamano Re me swayam swaratiratra gajendra leela. Krishna found himself surrounded, being splashed by the laughing gopis in the water, who looked at him with love. As the demigods showered flowers in worship from their airplanes, the self-satisfied Lord took pleasure in playing like the king of the elephants. Tira samire jamuna tire vasati vane Samire Jamuna tire vasati vane vanamali vasati vane vanamali
frightened by the shining light of the moon. The high waves glitter like the Jamuna River, mistaking the waters of the sea for the Jamuna. Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu jumped into the waters unseen by others.
Maybe the Lord has gone to the Jagannath temple. Oh, or maybe he has fallen down in madness. Oh, where has he gone?
Perhaps he has gone to the temple at Konark. Or maybe he has gone to Gundicha temple. Or to Lake Narendra. Or maybe to Chataka Parvat.
No, there must have been some mishap. Alas, we must search for our Prabhu. Quickly, let us form search parties. One party you go that way, another party you go in this direction. Search for our Lord.
In separation from the Lord, everyone felt as though he had lost his very life. Everyone was morose and nearly unconscious. But out of ecstatic love, they continued to wander here and there, searching for the Lord.
Our Lord has disappeared. Gauranga, 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 Nitai, Nitai, Gauranga,
Gauranga, Gauranga, Gauranga,
Nitai, Nitai, Gauranga, 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 Nitai,
waters. Lord Nrsingadev, please protect this poor fisher. Namaste, Lord Nrsingaya. Oh, what is this? Oh, you're a big one, aren't you? You might be the biggest one I ever caught. Oh, wait! You're no fish! You're a ghost, no course! Be gone! Go back to this! Honey! 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 Ah, honey!
कहाँ चलिया? Oh, fisherman, why are you behaving like this? Have you seen someone? Please tell us. What is the cause of this behavior?
I was alone on the sea when I captured something. I can't quite explain. Honey, honey, honey! I tried lifting it into the boat, thinking it a great fish. But as soon as I'd seen it, I knew I was mistaken. I must have touched the body. For now a ghost possessed. Honey! Honey! I couldn't tell if it was a corpse or a creature. It was so long, over 10 feet, and its limbs were over 6 feet. The bones underneath the skin were all separated like some sort of sea serpent. Oh, I tried to shout the name Nrsingadev, but it did not become frightful. It only seemed to grow and strength. Honey, honey! No, I beg of you, do not go near there. Otherwise you will all be possessed like me. Please, please. Oh, if I should die, what should happen to my wife and honey, 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 honey? Oh, I need an exorcist to relieve me of this haunting. Oh.
Yes, I understand the truth of the matter. Let me speak to him. I am an exorcist, and I know how to rid you of this ghost. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
And so, now the ghost is gone. Do not be afraid.
What you caught in your fishing net is no ghost, but the Supreme Lord, Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu.
No, this could not be our beautiful Lord. The thing that I saw was all misshapen and frightful.
The
Lord's body is transformed in his love for Krishna. Sometimes his joints separate and his body becomes very elongated.
Yes, and absorbed in ecstatic prem, Mahaprabhu, our Prabhu, he mistaked the sea for Jamuna. And he jumped in, and you have caught him in your net and thus rescued him. So, just by touching his body, has awakened your dormant love of Krishna.
Now that the ghost is gone, do not be afraid. Please, take us to him quickly.
Yes, this is a wonderful explanation. I will take you to our beautiful Lord. Come, follow me, come.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Kalindi dekhiya yami galna vrindavana dekhi jalagrida karna brajendra nandana. Seeing the Yamuna River, I went to Vrindavan. And there, I saw the son of Nanda Maharaj. Nanda Kumar. Hey, Nanda Kumar. He was performing his sporting pastimes in the water. Just see, my dear friends. Look at Krishna sporting in the water. His palms look like lotus flowers. And he is like a mad elephant. And all the surrounding gopis are like she-elephants. The water fight is increasing. Everyone is splashing back and forth, back and forth. I see it unlimitedly increasing. The gopis are like steady streaks of lightning, like thirsty chataka birds. Their eyes are drinking the nectarian water of that cloud, Ghanesham. Krishna is now forcibly taking Radharani where it is very, very deep. He's trying to release her, but she holds on very tightly to his neck and begins to float like a lotus flower held by an elephant's trunk. Seeing this scene makes me so happy. My mind and heart are so satisfied. Suddenly you all made a tumultuous sound and picked me up here and brought me back here. Heno kale more Krishna and the gopis, why have you broken my happy dream? Why have you brought me here?
My dear Lord, you mistook the sea for the river Jamuna, and you jumped into it. We searched for you throughout the whole night. This fisherman, he caught you in his net and rescued you. By your touch, he has now become mad with Krishna Prem.
And while apparently unconscious, you witnessed the pastimes of Braja Vrindavan. But seeing this, we were suffering great agony in our hearts. So we chanted the names of Krishna, and you came to semi-consciousness. And now we have been seeing you speaking like a madman.
In my dream, I went to Vrindavan and I saw Krishna and the gopis performing ras and dancing and singing. Seeing that scene, I must have been in great ecstasy.
Now, let us bathe in the sea and go home.
Thus, I have described the pastimes of Lord Caitanya falling into the sea. Anyone who listens these pastimes will certainly attain the shelter of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet. Shri Rupa Raghunatha Padayara Asha Caitanya Charitamrita Kahe Krishna Dasa. Praying at the lotus feet of Sri Rupa and Raghunath and always desiring their mercy, I, Krishna Das, narrate Sri Caitanya Charitamrita, following in their footsteps. Shri Krishna Caitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Shri Swarup Damodar ki, Shri Rai Ramananda Rai ki, Shri Rup and Raghunath ki, Haribo.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Hari Haraya Nam Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan.
Yesterday, we thought we had seen like the ultimate limit. But again, tonight, you have brought us to Jagannath Puri, to Jagannath Dham, Sri Jagannath Puri Kshetra Dham, from directly Caitanya Charitamrita until Leela, the pastimes of Mahaprabhu in his final stages, how he was completely lost in Krishna Prem, how Swarup Damodar, Ramananda Roy, continuously 24 hours a day, they were with him in Gambhira and reciting to him all the different pastimes of Krishna from the poets, from Vidyapati, Jayadev Goswami, Chandidas, from Srimad Bhagavatam. That section of Caitanya Charitamrita is the pinnacle of Mahaprabhu's separation moods. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has revealed that to the world. Not easy to depict that in a drama, but tonight you actually accomplished that task. Yes. And you know, for the past few days there's been rehearsing, and sometimes I've been up here watching the section where Mahaprabhu dives into the ocean, you know, and how the devotees are catching her like that. But the way that you use the props and the ocean and the cloths and everything, it was completely spectacular. It's so amazing. I don't know how you new Bridge Basis here come up with all these ideas, so creative, so talented. It's such a pleasure to have you all perform at Gurudev's Harikatha festival. So I want to thank you on behalf of our beloved Gurudev for continuing this tradition. Now you have a Guru Parampara. Now all the little young ones, they're all being trained up. So this will continue. Gaur Premanande.
I thought it was particularly wonderful how we started out with the dance before this play. With all those, we were doing the Julan dance. Oh, Radhika, give up your man and come to the swing, you know. The clouds are rumbling, you know, come before it rains. Krishna, your beloved. And they were dancing so energetically, so complexly. But it was so sweet to see that and hear that. And then creating the mood for the play that was to follow. Because Mahaprabhu himself was always absorbed in witnessing those pastimes. So it's very intelligent having that beautiful dance, so well executed, so complex. How long did it take to learn that dance? Those 4 girls, how long did it take?
A few months.
Okay, all right, good. All right. I was feeling very inferior. Also, I noticed...
Online. They learned it all online.
What? Oh, you did one of those Zoom teachings? God bless the pandemic. Good. And now we've also seen how Premamai and Govinda Das are going to look when they enter into Mahaprabhu's Leela. Very strange to see them like this, but you know, we're not this body, so anyway, and the play, as Padmanabh Maharaj said, I was in the back, and when Mahaprabhu fell into the ocean and was rising up and down in the waves, and Rasik Mohan was back there saying, "Wow, we've never seen that before. That's a new one." Very, very nice. And to have the Mahaprabhu describing his Leela, and then the different devotees coming in and out in little sporties, very, very sweet. Yeah, I'm sure Gurudev very, very happy with this.
The fisherman.
Oh, the fisherman! You scene stealer, you! That was great. Everybody was good. You know, Roy Ramananda and Swarup Damodar and all their associates, the dancers Krishna and Radha and their friends. You know, it's been a while since we've seen new Radha and Krishna and dancers, and I think you've all taken a step up, you know, because now you've added this element of dance that we never really had before. And it creates such a beautiful visual and emotional experience, which draws us in. Very nicely done, all of you. Thank you.
And the soundtracks also. I don't know how you're finding. It's fantastic. The whole elements coming together.
Bolo Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki. Was such a wonderful act, I would say. In 3 days, we have seen Maryada Purushottam Ram and Leela Purushottam Krishna and Prem Purushottam Mahaprabhu under the guidance of Mahapurusha Srila Gurudev. So, I've seen many dramas. I used to stay in Vrindavan so many years, and there is always some, you know, Radha Krishna Mahaprabhu pastime. Gurudev was also very fond of seeing this, but I would say this is the best I ever saw in my life. The emotions, because what they do, they are professionals, okay? But here we are all devotees. And Malini Didi, nothing like her. All her ideas. Wonderful life. Gurudev used to say, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami showered this world with 3 nectars. Chaitanya Charitramrit, the nectar of Mahaprabhu pastime. Govind Leelamrit, the nectar of Govind pastime, Krishna's pastime. And the commentaries on Krishna Karnamrit by Kaviraj Goswami. 3 showers. But even after writing this, he's taking such humble position. Because Mahaprabhu Bhaktagane Vairagya Pradhan, Jahan hoile tushta hai Shri Gaur Bhagwan. In the associates of Mahaprabhu, one thing is common, always humility, humble. Even after showering 3 nectars to this world, Shri Kaviraj Goswami is giving his identity saying, Jagai Madai Haite Muise Papisht. I am more sinful than Jagai and Madai. Puri se Kit Haise Muise Lagisht. I am more lowly than a worm in a stool. More naam le jai tar punya khai. Whoever utters my name, all his pious deeds go in vain. More naam sune jai tar pap hai. Anyone who hears my name occurs sinful reactions. Eman nirghan more keva kripa kore. I am so low. But ek Nityan bina jagat bhitare. Only my savior is Shri Nityanand Prabhu. Only by the mercy of Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. We are hearing this Chaitanya Charitamrita, and now we are seeing this Chaitanya Charitamrita here. And especially this Anta Leela, as Maharaj just said, pinnacle of Mahaprabhu pastimes. Where in Gambhira, E matra dine dine sarup Ramanand sane, nij bhav kore na vidit, bhare vishay jala hoy, bhitare anandamay, Krishna prem adbhut charitra. E prem se jane tar se vikramane, vish amrit ekatra milan. 3 कपाट प्रभु जाए न बाहरे, कबू सिंह द्वार पड़े, कबू सिंधु तीरे. In Gambhira, when hearing from Shri Sarup Damodar and Ramananda Rai, Mahaprabhu is relishing those moods. Yeah. And milan and separation, union and separation simultaneously. So the body of Shri Transcendental body of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu described as the pot of nectar and poison together. The nectar of the union and the poison of separation. But it's more than nectar and more than poison. And 3 कपाट द्वारे प्रभु जाए न बाहरे. Shri Sarup Damodar and Ramanand Rai. Wonderful act by our Didis here. They used to lock Mahaprabhu. 3 doors locked. But Mahaprabhu used to escape. Sometime when devotees in search, all the associates of Mahaprabhu, they are searching Mahaprabhu. Sometimes they see Mahaprabhu outside the Singadwar, the lion gate of Lord Jagannath, in Kabu Sindhu Tire, and sometime in the ocean. And as already Maharaj described, is how so tricky, how they show the ocean moving. was such a wonderful trick. But something very important, and by saying this, I'm ending up. Why Mahaprabhu came to this world? To give something very important. And what is that? Harinam Sankirtan. That's the mission of Mahaprabhu. But in this pastime, Mahaprabhu said, you had done kolahal. You disturbed me with your Nam Sankirtan. Mahaprabhu came to establish Nam Sankirtan. But when he's tasting this, when he's relishing this, the splashing pastimes of Radha Krishna, Mahaprabhu minimized that Sankirtan over tasting that mood of Radha's Anurag, Radha Rani's Anurag. He crossed that Sankirtan over relishing this. Srila Bhakti Vigyan Bharati Goswami Maharaj used to say this. Mahaprabhu came to give Sankirtan, but here in this pastime, Mahaprabhu minimized that Sankirtan over the tasting of that high moods. Shri Gauranga Mahaprabhu keeps relishing the joyous moods of Radha's Anurag. So, Sachinandan Gaur Hari ki jai, Shri Chaitanya Charitamrita ki jai, Shri Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami ki jai, and all new Brajavasi Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nidai Gaur Premanande.
Hare Krishna. Oh,
Nobody mentioned
okay. I'm just about to.
Kesha Khan, who by her energy and intelligence and determination pulled this all together and manifested it for us. So yes.
And our music players, Vishuru Prabhu, Radhika, Prabhu Milganga,
Nakul Prabhu.
Nakul Prabhu.
Yes, we would like to give so much thanks and appreciation. Just astonishing, all these drama plays. And we want to give a special thanks to Keshava Kanta Devi Dasi and all of her helpers for organizing this drama play, and also to Goloka Prabhu and all of his associates for organizing the Ram Leela plays. Srila Gurudev would always say, these drama plays are my teachings. So watch them very carefully, absorb their moods into your hearts. And he would say to the players that these plays, these positions that you're taking, you should absorb these moods and you should become like these devotees. You're taking this role and you're playing this devotee, but who are you really? But you have this chance, this opportunity by practicing and doing this activity to actually absorb these moods and these teachings. And Gurudev would sit here and sometimes we would see him constantly wiping his eyes, tears pouring down his cheeks, being so pleased and happy to see this. And we also want to thank also Malini Devi Dasi for organizing all of the dancing and dancers. I have no doubt that Gurudev is showering profuse blessings on all of you for such wonderful, wonderful performance. It's just made our hearts so soft and happy to be here. And on this centennial, to have performances of this caliber, it's out of this world. And I think that everyone can agree that we're totally happy and that Gurudev is totally happy, and all blessings will come to us from Gurudev for these activities and putting on the Centennial Festival for Srila Gurudev. Srila Gurudev ki!
When we visualize some pastime, it develops a greed in the heart to read from Chaitanya Charitamrita. So when we go back from this festival, we all supposed to read this Anta Leela, and then we will, remember what we saw. And I have a very humble request. I mentioned to Govind Priya Didi, and now I'm saying to Malini Didi also. If possible, next year, if you can describe Madhure Kadambani, the stages of sadhakas, from Shraddha, Sadhu Sang, all the stage to Bhav and Prem. When we see this, when we're going to see this, this will giving us encouragement and inspiration to read that book, and the bookstall will be empty with the Madhure Kadambani, and devotees will be happy, and also inspiration in our bhakti, because when we see something, it gives so much deep impressions. how a sadhaka, after getting so many sukritis, come to the stage of, I don't know how you're going to do this, but Mali Didi is expert, she can do it. All the way from Bhav and Prem, and Sarup Siddhi and Vastu Siddhi. Gaur Premanande. So I hope everyone is happy seeing this drama. So we're praying to Gurudev and entire Guru Parampara to bless them. And how we have to pray? We're raising your hands and chanting Maha Mantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Sachinandan Gaur Hari Ki Jai.